Test. Hi again, everybody. It's Silo Rebels basketball tonight here from Idabel. Homecoming for the Warriors here at the Idabel High School Gymnasium. Glad you're along with us tonight. Coming to you live from Idabel, Oklahoma, McCurtain County, as it's the Rebels and the Idabel Warriors tonight. Kevin Farr along with you as the Rebels come in 8-4 on the season, coming off a big win on Tuesday, as they ran their winning streak to 3 in a row with a victory over Latta on Tuesday night at home. But coming here to Idabel, going to be a tough assignment tonight against the Warriors squad that is 7-4 on the season, ranked number 17 in the state in Class 3A. And this a potential playoff contest in regional play, if not area. Prospective teams both in Class 3A this season. The Warriors ranked number 17, 7-4 Coach Burchell Griffin. And the Warriors, they played a lot of out-of-state opponents in that 7-4 record. In fact, just one opponent from the state of Oklahoma this season for Idabel, and that was Marlow, a team the Rebels saw in the Kingston tournament last week. The Warriors played Marlow in the finals of their own tournament, their Idabel Holiday Tournament, over the Christmas break, and lost to the Outlaws 43-37 in that contest. That's one of their 4 losses on the season. Their other 10 games for Idabel have come against all out-of-state opponents, either from the state of Arkansas or the state of Texas. Going to pause here for the national anthem. National anthem here before tonight's contest. It's homecoming here at Idabel, and that has caused a switch in the schedule. Late arriving crowd as the boys playing first tonight here with it being homecoming. The girls will play the second game of the night, and that's scheduled for about an 8 o'clock tip-off. So it's the Warriors and the Rebels here in this opening contest. A rare boys' first game of the matchup. And let's see, I think we're about set for the starting lineups. Rebels wearing the all blue tonight with the red trim. Idabel in the home white with the red trim. And let's see. Well, everybody waiting. Let's See, they had the homecoming ceremony prior to this contest. As we wait here for the national anthem, or excuse me, the starting lineups.
Now the starting lineup for Silo.
Okay, now we're ready for the starting lineups. First for the Rebels, they will start Carter Parker, a 6-foot senior. Also in the starting lineup tonight's Connor Cordell, a 6-foot senior. Charlie Gardner, the 6'1 junior. He is the team's leading scorer. Also, Connor Proctor, a 6-foot senior, and the final starter is going to be Hayden Roberts, a 6'1 freshman. I guess the announcer was waiting for the book so he could announce the names of the starters. That are just numbers. Rebels 8-4 on the season for Coach Bobby Weil. It's Parker, Cordell, Gardner, Proctor, and Roberts to start the contest here tonight in Idabel. And we're set for the starters for the Warriors now. Warriors, let's see, they will start Cordavius Hankins, a 6-foot sophomore. Also in the starting lineup, Matrail Lopez. He is a 6'1 sophomore. Also starting for Idabel tonight, Shane Threadgill, a 6'2 sophomore. Baker Hoskins is a 6'3 freshman in the starting lineup. And the final starter is Chris Bledsoe. He is a 6'3 freshman. Pretty young squad for Idabel as well. They will start 2 sophomores, 3 sophomores, and 2 freshmen in the starting lineup for the Warriors tonight in this contest. Idabel wearing the all-white uniforms. So Hankins, Lopez, Threadgill, Hoskins, and Bledsoe, the starting 5 for Idabel tonight. Asher. So the Rebels get ready to tip it off here as we are set to go. The opening tap is controlled by Idabel, and they'll set up first. Rebels, let's see, looks like they're in the man-to-man to start off with. Idabel has the basketball. Toss over to the left wing. 3 on the way. It's no good. Rebound put back up and inside. And back up and in by Chris Bledsoe. Puts the Warriors on top 2-0. Silo has the basketball. Here is Gardner into the front court. Feeds Parker on the left wing. His 3 on the way is no good. Rebound cleared by Idabel. Here come the Warriors down with the basketball. Toss inside. That one's deflected away into the hands of Gardner. Charlie has it. Into the front court. Driving shot in the paint is no good. Rebound put back up and missed by Roberts, but Gardner gets the rebound and it's back up and in. Charlie with his first points. So Gardner has the Rebels' first points. Both buckets coming on putbacks here in this contest. Here to start with. Coming back the other way. Idabel has the basketball. Here's the drive. Check that Hankins to Lopez. At a weird angle tonight here on the far end of the court. Up high, above everything. Three is no good there by Hoskins. Rebound off. Proctor has it for Silo. Rebels have the basketball in a 2-2 contest as they work it in the offensive end. Out front there is Cordell. Now Proctor out near the logo. Drives to the right side. Cut off there. Now gives it. Cordell down the left side of the paint. Missed the runner in the lane. Rimmed out. Gardner with an offensive rebound and puts it back up and in. Charlie with his second bucket. His second offensive rebound and put back for Gardner. And the Rebels lead 4-2. Just 2 minutes and 15 seconds into this one. Four to 2 is the lead for Silo. A couple of putback baskets for Charlie Gardner. And the Rebels have a lead 2 minutes and 15 seconds into the contest. It's going to be Idabel basketball. They work it down into the offensive end here. Here's a pass out front. Now drive to the left side. There's Threadgill. Shot. That one may have been partially blocked. Got a hand on it. It's going to be Warrior basketball on the baseline. As I said, weird angle here. As joined by my main man, Asher. A little bit late arriving with the late arriving crowd here with the boys starting first. And how's it going tonight, Asher?
Good.
As the ball goes over to Silo, as it was knocked out of bounds after the missed shot. Cordell works it down to midcourt. Here's a bounce. Proctor cutting to the basket. Layup is good and a foul. Proctor fouled, and he's got a chance at the conventional three-point play. Rebels had the floor spread, and Proctor took advantage of his athleticism. He's going to the line. Pretty nice move there, wasn't it?
Very, very good.
So Proctor free throw is up and good. So Silo leads it now by 5 after the Proctor made free throw. Just over 5 minutes. Gardner a near steal. Had to hurry to get over here, Asher, didn't you?
Yeah.
At the 6:30 tip-off, early tip for the boys. We got a sub in for Idabel. That's Cole Grant. He's a 5'11 senior, first upperclassman in the game for the Warriors. The basketball now. Out front with it is Threadgill. Shane Threadgill bounces it over. Now the Rebels falling back. Let's see. Matching up out of that zone. Switching up defensively as the three is on the way and good. Threadgill drains the three and cuts into the Silo lane. There's a turnover. A travel. First Rebel turnover of the contest. 4:43 to go here in the opening quarter. It's a 7-5 Silo lead. Warriors have it. Pass off right side. Here's a drive, and the ball is deflected away by Hankins, or from Hankins by Gardner, but goes out of bounds off of Charlie. It'll stay with Idabel. Inbounds pass goes out front. There to Baker Hoskins. Gives it to Threadgill. Threadgill, the leading scorer for the Warriors. That three on the last trip down. Three-pointer from the corner is no good. Ball, long rebound, ends up in the hands of Connor Cordell. Rebels have it. Here's Gardner. He's going to try to attack the basket, and he lost the handle on it. It goes out of bounds. He might be going to try a Euro step there, but lost the basketball, and it goes out of bounds. Goes back over to Idabel. Midway point of this first quarter. Rebels with a 2-point lead. Here's a three from the left wing. Shot is no good. Roberts has the rebound. Gives it off to Proctor, who dribbles it into the front court. Kyler trying to set things up. Idabel working out of a man-to-man defense. Sinking off to help out on Gardner inside. Turns, shoots, and off the back iron, no good for Charlie. Rebound out to Idabel. They want to push it down the floor quickly. Threadgill driving inside, and we got a whistle and a foul. See who this one is going to be charged on, and they're going to charge it to Gardner. Charlie picks up the personal. His first. And it's going to send Threadgill to the free throw line. Shane Threadgill, the 6'2 sophomore. 2 shots. Missed the first on that one. Subs in for the Rebels are going to be Kason Taylor in the contest. A 6'1 sophomore. Daxter Thomas, 5'9 freshman, checks in as well. Threadgill's next free throw, and that bounces around and falls through. 1 out of 2 at the line. And Silo's lead cut to just 1. Proctor going to dribble it down against the pressure. Around the defender, now lost his footing. A lot of contact, no call. Might have slipped a little. Threadgill coming back the other way for Idabel. Pass out front, now they feed inside, all alone. Bledsoe underneath the basket, puts it up and in to put Idabel in front. Back down with it, this time Taylor dribbles it into the offensive end for Silo. Gives it there to Proctor. Ball's poked away, it's loose on the court, and Idabel comes up with another turnover. 4th turnover here this quarter on the Rebels. Down inside, going up with the shot is Hankins. It was no good, but a foul is whistled on Silo. And that's going to be Gardner's, I believe. That's Charlie's second personal. Free throws up and good there by Cordavius Hankins. Here's the next one, and misses that one. Gardner has the rebound. Charlie gets it up to Proctor. Works it quickly into the offensive end. Proctor guarded there. Dribbles to the left side. Toss to Taylor. Tayson bounces to Gardner at the free throw line. Charlie spins. Closely guarded, and the pass is deflected in, away and stolen. Driving to the other end. Layup is no good. There's Bledsoe, offensive putback. And Bledsoe is a force inside. He's just a freshman, but has the size advantage. He's got 6 points. Idabel now with a 4-point lead on a pretty good run here. After that's 9 in a row for the Warriors. So, Asher, I was going to get your perspective on what your thoughts were on the game on Tuesday night. You slipped away and saw you down there taking some shots after the game. What did you think of the game on Tuesday?
Yeah.
What did you think of the game on Tuesday?
It was good.
Pretty good fourth quarter.
Yeah. That was like Salo's best quarter they played.
Yep. Able to pull away there. How'd the shooting go? Did you make some shots?
Yeah.
Was you hot? Was you on fire?
Yeah, I think so.
Silo basketball after the timeout. Coach Wild takes the timeout to try to calm things after Idabel had reeled off 9 points in a row. Silo has the basketball in the offensive end. Here's Cordell, pass off Proctor right side. Dribbles to the lane, cut off there. Now to Daxter Thomas. Gives back to Proctor, who has it knocked away. Idabel just outstanding quickness, got those quick hands. Knocked that one out of bounds. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Rebels got off to a good start, but have gone cold a little bit offensively. Haven't scored here in a couple minutes. Inbound goes to Connor Cordell. He's closely guarded. Dribbles toward the left side of the lane. Stops, gives to Gardner. Charlie looking for help, double team. Pass out to Cordell. Jump stop in the lane, goes up and hits off the glass. Well, that ends the scoring drought. Cordell with the steal. Daxter nearly a steal in the backcourt. As Idabel, Matrell Lopez fires that pass off of Thomas and out of bounds to keep the possession for the Warriors. Last bucket, the first of the game for Connor Cordell. Rebels down 2. Minute and a half to go here, first quarter. From Idabel tonight, boys action first here on homecoming. Pass goes inside. There's the senior driving down the baseline. Shot is up and good by Baker. Oh, actually, that's Baker Hoskins, excuse me. Hoskins hits the bucket. Baseline drive. Lead back to 4. Pass down to Cordell on the left side. Picked up his dribble. Gives to Proctor. Proctor now to Thomas. Here goes Daxter. Finds a lane to the basket. Nice layup attempt, but just couldn't get it to fall. A little bit too far underneath as one of the Warriors was coming to help. There's a foul called in the backcourt, and I think they're going to get Gardner on this one again. That may be 3 on Charlie. Not putting the fouls up on the board. Coach Wild not happy. Gardner has to check out. He's given the official an earful. And now he just got a technical. 46 seconds to go in the first quarter after the foul in the backcourt called on Gardner. So Coach Bobby Wild gets the technical foul, and that's going to send Threadgill to the free throw line. 46 seconds to go. I believe that's 3 fouls on Charlie now here in the first period. Shane Threadgill's going to the line. On the technical free throws, up and good. Next one coming up, and that one misses. Bounces away, no good. Idabel's going to inbound out near midcourt. 5-point lead for the Warriors now. Pass off on the right side. Drive down the baseline, and we got a whistle, and I think he stepped out of bounds. Lopez steps out of bounds. Going to be a turnover on Idabel. Gives it back to the Rebels. See what they do offensively now with Gardner out of the game. Taylor lost his footing, goes down. A lot of contact, no call. And a driving shot on the other end's up and good by Cole Grant with the bucket. Officials letting things go. A lot of contact. And the Rebels out. Now here goes Proctor driving in. They're going to call a blocking foul and send Kyler to the free throw line. As Proctor went barreling inside, and Townsend is whistled for the foul. Marquis Townsend, who had checked in. 6'2" sophomore. Free throw by Proctor is no good. 13 seconds to go. Here comes the next free throw, and that was too hard off the back iron. Threadgill taps the rebound to himself. 10 seconds left. 2 misses at the line. Idabel leads by 7. Threadgill looking to drive. Pulls up against Cordell. Shot off the backboard. No good. Taylor had the rebound, and that's the end of the quarter. 16-9 is the lead for Idabel. The Warriors finished the quarter on a 14-2 run after Silo had led early 7-2. Officials letting a lot of contact go tonight, aren't they, Asher?
Yeah.
So a 7-point Idabel lead. So I was going to ask you again what you got for Christmas, Asher.
I got a mini fridge, a $400 Marucci bat, and Xbox.
Yeah? Get the mini fridge filled up?
Yep. Yeah.
What you got in it?
Dr. Pepper, Mountain Dew, and root beer.
Well, what more could you ask for?
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper, Mountain Dew, and root beer. Loaded up. Second quarter coming up. Let's see, it's going to be Silo basketball on the alternating possession. Kevin Farr along with my main man Asher here tonight from Idabel. Check the Rebel lineup here to start this quarter. It's Carter Parker, along with Connor Cordell, Kyler Proctor, Hayden Roberts, and Kason Taylor to start this quarter. Gardner on the bench with 3 fouls early. Proctor dribbles left side, gets around a defender, now tossed back out to Cordell. Silo working it in the front court. As I mentioned, we are at a odd angle here at the end of the court this evening. Rebels shooting on this end here in the first half. Here's Cordell out front. Around a defender, but he's cut off. Idabel switching off defensively. Parker tries a long three. Oh, that one halfway down and came back out. Bounced around twice, came close. Rebound cleared. Idabel down quickly. There's Bledsoe inside again, and he scores. Bledsoe just hanging out underneath the basket. He's got 8 points to lead all scores. 8 of their 18. Cordell into the front court, gives it off to Proctor out front. Kyler dribbles left side. Now to Taylor, who starts the drive, and he's called for a travel.
Not looking too good for Silo.
Not at the moment. That's the 6th turnover already for the Rebels. As Daxter Thomas in the game. Rebels have gone cold offensively since that 7-2 start in the game. We've only managed 2 points since then. Near steal by Roberts, but they save it out front. Threadgill has it. Now a 3 on the way there from Lopez. That was too long off the back iron into the hands of Roberts. Hayden gives it up to Cordell, who's going to bring it up this time. Dribbles it into the offensive end. Feeds Proctor at the free throw line. And we got a whistle and a reach foul. Lopez trying to stay with Kyler Proctor, but having a difficult time doing it. It's a 3rd Warrior team foul. Silo triggers it inbounds right in front of the Idabel bench. Proctor going to give it to Parker out front. Now Carter got a man on him. Pass off. Back to Proctor left wing. Looking for a screen. Pass. They get it back to Parker. Long 3, and that one off the front iron this time. Comes up short. Rebound cleared by Idabel. Down with it, Threadgill. He's going to try a 3 in transition. No good. There's Bledsoe again. And the big guy scores off the offensive putback. I think 8 of his 10 points now have come on offensive rebounds. 20-9 is the lead. It's 11. Pass inside. Cordell, nice head fake, and a reverse layup up and good. Beautiful fake there.
Yeah.
And Cordell scores now 4 points in the contest. See if they can put together a run. 3 is no good from the left wing, but a foul is whistled, and they're going to get it on Carter Parker, and that's going to send Cordavius Hankins to the free throw line, shooting 3. Three free throws coming up for Hankins. And the first one rattles home. Two more. And that one's too long. Here goes Charlie back in the game, Gardner. As Thomas will check out. Next free throw is good. 2 out of the 3 there for Hankins. The lead back to 11. Down with it, Proctor just inside the free throw line. Feeds Roberts inside, who's fouled. Call came from outside, not the official right in front of it. Hoskins called for the foul. Silo inbounds. Here's Proctor out front. Now to Gardner. Charlie will dish to Roberts. Off left side. Parker faked the shot. Now back to Roberts. Then you moving the basketball. Cordell around a defender. Inside goes up, a nice move. Cordell with 6 points for Connor. He scored all the points here in this quarter for Silo.
He's playing like the player of the game.
Yep, thus far. He's Asher's player of the game thus far in the second quarter. Inside pass goes Bledsoe, and he puts it up and in. And no, they're going to call an offensive foul. There's another charge taken by Cordell. He's pretty good at those charges, isn't he?
Yeah.
So Bledsoe had the foul there. Down with the Gardner. Feeds Roberts cutting the basket. Underhand scoop shot is in. Hayden has his first points. Silo's trying to put together a run here. They've cut the lead to 7. See if they can get a stop. A steal by Roberts. Here comes Hayden all the way in. Misses the shot, but there's, the putback by Gardner. Just rims off, no good. Driving back the other way, Threadgill, and there's another offensive foul. Second straight charge that Connor Cordell has taken. He's 2 for 2 tonight on the charges. Sub in for Idabel. Warriors go pretty deep on the bench. That's Quincy Johnson, a 6'3 junior, has checked in. Pass intended for Proctor cutting to the basket. It's deflected out of bounds. Going to stay with Silo. Chance to get this under 7. More subs in for Idabel as it's Marquis Townsend checking in. Now the work the ball to Gardner, and he is fouled. Foul's starting to mount on Idabel now. That's the 7th, and that should be free throws. 1 and 1. Rebels are in the bonus. Charlie going to the line. Gardner. 1 and 1. And he missed it. Oh, Charlie, best free throw shooter on the team. A little bit long on that one here. Coming the other way. Threadgill for 3 and hits it. Shane Threadgill's second 3 of the game. So just like that, nearly a 5-point swing. Rebels missed the free throw. Idabel hits a 3 on the other end. The lead back to 10. And it could have been 5. Just like that. Silo has it offensively. Proctor has it just inside the free throw line now. Works his way in, turns, shoots, misses. Rebound cleared there by Townsend. Marquis Townsend gives it off to Threadgill. Here comes Idabel into the front court. Threadgill going to try a long three from about 25 there. It's no good. Parker had the rebound, but was in traffic and looking to dribble, but was in traffic and got called for a travel. Comes more subs in for Idabel. Rasee Rainey, a 6'2 sophomore. .220 to go here in the first half. 25-15. It's a 10-point Idabel lead. And looks like the Warriors spread it out a little bit. Ball out on the top of the key. That pass deflected into the hands of Proctor. Outlet pass, Roberts. Layup is good by Hayden. That's a nice play.
He threw it from half court. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, the pass from half court to Roberts heading to the other end. Scores on the layup. Lead down to 8. Here's another steal. Proctor coming the other way. His layup is good. The lead at 6. Back-to-back steals and lay-in. Rebels are getting it done on the defensive end right now. Turning into easy points. Another deflection and steal. Third straight steal for the Rebels. Proctor jump stop inside, feeds Gardner, goes up, shot is no good from the baseline. Outlet pass down. Here's Hankins driving in, and he scores, and Proctor commits the foul. Well, back-to-back times it looked like the Rebels had the momentum and a chance to get the lead under 5 or under 6, and they could not convert, and Idabel goes to the other end and may have a 3-point play each time, but the free throw is missed. Rebound inside to Baker Hoskins, and he travels. The lead is 8. Proctor working against the trapping defense. Gets it across there to Kason Taylor, who just checked in. They get Gardner out with those fouls here for the final 45 seconds of the first half. Parker picked up his dribble, feeds Taylor, cutting the basket. Layup by Kason is good. That's a sweet move.
Yeah.
The lead back to 6. 16 seconds to go. We'll see if Idabel plays for the final shot of the half. 10 seconds now. And we got a whistle, and it's going to be a 3-second violation, a 3-second count. And here we are again, 8.4 seconds left. Silo's got a chance to get it under 6 at the half. They're going to get Gardner back in the game. But each time the Rebels have but there's a near turnover in the backcourt. That was a dangerous pass, but deflected out of bounds off the hands of Rainey. Took a second off the clock, 7.6. Here comes Charlie, and he has it knocked away and out of bounds. Was trying to dribble it across the half-court line. Warriors, those quick hands, 4.2 now. Taylor. Inbounds, Gardner, between the leg dribble, goes up for a 3, and it's no good. And out of bounds with 0.5 on the clock. Might have forced that one a little bit soon. I don't know if he was aware of how much time was left. Had a little bit more time, could have dribbled in. Inbounding in the backcourt, 0.5 to go. It's inbounded, and there's A shot from beyond half court waved off. Didn't get it off in time. That's the end of the first half. 27-21. Idabel on top at halftime here. And really, Asher, outside of that big run there by Idabel in the first quarter, when they outscored Silo 16-2.
Yeah.
The Rebels have played pretty well, except for that. They just hadn't been able to get over the hump. Offensively, but they tightened up better on the defensive end. First half scoring looks like this. Connor Cordell leads the way. Asher's first half MVP has 6 points, 5 for Kyler Proctor, 4 for Charlie Gardner, also 4 for Hayden Roberts, and 2 for Kason Taylor in the first half for Silo. For Idabel, they were led in scoring by Chris Bledsoe, the big guy inside, ended up with 10. 8 of those came on offensive rebound putbacks. Shane Threadgill had 8. And let's see, also for Idabel, Cordavius Hankins ends up with 5 points in half number 1. He had 3 free throws. 2 points for Cole Grant, 2 points for Baker Hoskins as well for the Warriors. 27 in total in the opening half. Halftime here from McCurtain County in Idabel, Oklahoma, 27-21. Idabel on top of Silo. Tell me more about that bat, Ashley.
It has like really cool like lines on it.
Yeah?
And it makes a really cool sound when I hit it.
I'd say so for $400.
Yeah. It sounds more like it's a thicker bat than my other bats.
Oh, yeah?
The barrel is.
Pretty good pop.
Yeah.
Can you hit dingers with it?
Hit one in my backyard.
You hit a dinger in your backyard?
Yeah. And I have a big backyard.
Yeah. Must have been long gone.
Yeah.
Who was pitching to you? Who'd you take deep?
My friend Harrison was pitching to me.
Oh, yeah? Took him deep, huh?
Yeah.
Said you got an Xbox, too.
Yeah.
What kind of games you got?
I got NBA 2K23 and Fortnite.
Yeah?
And Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Black Ops 2, I meant.
Oh, yeah? Sounds cool. You beat Judah in those games?
Yeah. He gets mad.
You beat him all the time?
Yeah.
You just own him then, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I hear you went to an NBA game.
Yeah, against Thunder versus Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah, how was that?
Good.
Tell me about that.
The Thunder won, and that was the team I was cheering for.
Yeah? That was the one you was going for?
Yeah. Judah was hoping for the Grizzlies.
Do what?
Judah was hoping for the Grizzlies.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's it. His favorite player plays for them, huh?
Yeah, John Morant.
Yeah.
Mine's Shea.
Who?
Gilgeous Alexander.
Oh, yeah? For the Thunder, huh?
Yeah.
Is that your favorite team?
Yeah.
I thought you liked Luka.
I do. I like the Dallas Mavericks are my second favorite.
Oh, yeah? Second favorite?
Yeah. I like them because they're closely to my house.
Yeah.
Shea, Josh Giddey, and Luka are my favorite.
How was that game? How was that NBA game?
Good. I've been to 2 NBA games. Milwaukee Bucks versus Memphis Grizzlies.
Oh, yeah? Where was that game?
I meant like Thunder versus Milwaukee. It was at Thunder. I always go to Thunder because it's mostly closer to me.
Do you have good seats?
Huh?
Do you have good seats?
Yeah. And we had a suite.
A suite?
Yeah.
Well, you just holding out on me.
Yeah.
How was the suite?
Good.
Did you get some free food in the suite?
Yeah.
Bet that was awesome.
Yeah. I think we got nachos.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How were they?
Good.
Better at a pro game than at a high school game?
Yeah. Well, probably because it's in the NBA.
Oh, yeah?
And the NBA makes like millions of dollars a day.
So they can afford better cheese?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they probably hire chefs that are good at cooking that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Chefs that are good at cooking nachos?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. It's halftime here, 27-21. Teams back out to warm up here for the second half.
One of their players can dunk then.
Oh, the Idabel player?
Yeah. The tallest is, yeah, that guy. 42.
Yeah.
His last name is Townsend.
Yeah? You know him?
A little bit.
You do?
Yeah, he's a good defense player that plays for Idabel.
Yeah. All right, Asher's got him scoped out. So what the Rebels got to do in the second half here, Asher?
Try to do good at defense and shoot the ball good.
Shoot the ball better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't make a three at all.
Yeah.
The best we can make is a layup.
Yeah, didn't shoot it that well in the first half, but managed to hang around and just trailed by 6 at halftime. In fact, no three-pointers in the first half. Carter needs to get hot, doesn't he?
Yeah. He can make a three. He could have made one right there.
Yeah.
He was really close. He just came out like just squirreled it out.
Yeah.
Out of the rim.
All right, we're set to start the second half. My main man, Asher, along with me. He's on camera duty tonight. We're up here in the crow's nest in the corner in Idabel tonight. Warriors have the basketball. They work it inside. Going up with the shot, and it rolls in there for Baker Hoskins. First points of the second half. Silo still working against that man-to-man full court pressure. Charlie Gardner dribbles it in the front court. Charlie had those foul troubles in the first half, just 4 points, the Rebel leading scorer. Here's a drive by Parker, and a foul is whistled. See if they're going to say it was on the shot or on the drive. Yep, they're going to say it was on the drive. Said Carter was fouled. Thought he was going to have a chance at a three-point play. Inbounds pass, and that one's stolen. They steal the inbounds, and down with it quickly comes Lopez. Threadgill's going to try another three. He had a couple of those in the first half, and there's an offensive rebound, and Hoskins scores again. That's one spot the Rebels got hurt by offensive putbacks in the first half. Already one here in the second. Here's Roberts inside, goes up, and misses the shot, and they're going to get him for an offensive foul. Idabel scored the first 4 points of this third quarter, and they lead it by 10. Here are the Warriors. Lopez thought about the shot. Now pass is deflected, stolen by Parker, but right back in the hands of Bledsoe. He was going out of bounds, tried to save it, but into the hands of Bledsoe. Here's shot inside, it's no good. Rebound taken away by Cordell. Outlet pass to Roberts. Layup on the other end is good. Nice ball movement looking ahead there. Now coming the other way. Here's Threadgill. Pass out. 3 on the way by Hankins is no good. Loose ball inside on the rebound. And who's this foul? It's going against Silo on the foul. Who's it going to be against? Nope, they're going to call Carter Parker. I think that's the second on Carter. 6:25 to go here, third quarter. Inbounds, deflected, stolen by Proctor. Here come the Rebels. They got a defensive stop, now need points, and Proctor hanging in the air. Contact, no call. Coach Wild can't believe it. He's got his head in his hands. Here's Threadgill coming the other way. Off-balance shot, no good. Rebound by Threadgill. He's called for a travel as he trips over Kyler Proctor. Here the Rebel crowd calling for a foul to be called. Officials just letting them go. Not much in the way of fouls. I think a lot of contact other than Gardner picked up the 3 quick ones. Here's a 3 by Proctor. It's blocked. Saved by Lopez. Here come the Warriors. Lopez gets a screen from Bledsoe and scores. Lopez off the turnover. Just seems each time Silo's ready to make a run and get it under 6. Here comes Idabel right back. They've scored 4 in a row. Spinning shot by Gardner's good. How about that move? A time called. Idabel gets the timeout. How about that move by Charlie?
Good.
Can you make moves like that?
No.
No? Can't?
I can, but I don't really do it.
You're holding out.
I'm okay at shooting threes.
Yeah? You shoot them like Carter does?
No.
33-25 is the lead as we get the scoreboard updated here. 8-point advantage for Idabel. Warriors take the timeout after Rebels on a little bit of a run. Coach Griffin takes that timeout. Here we go in the offensive end. Rebels fall back defensively. Matching up out of that zone. Here's a 3 on the way by Lopez. It's no good. Proctor yanks down the rebound. Silo has it back. Once again, a chance to get it to 6. Here's Cordell inside. Bumped, and they get a foul this time. See if they say it was on the shot. And they did say it was on the shot. That's going to send Cordell to the line. Baker Hoskins guilty of that one. Connor Cordell to the free throw line. Asher's first half MVP. At chance for his first points of the second half. And nice bounce. Gets the roll. 7 for Connor tonight. He's coming off his best scoring game in a while. On Tuesday night, had 14 against Latta. There's Townsend back in for Idabel. Cordell misses that free throw. Townsend gets the rebound off the Threadgill. Idabel with it into the front court, leading by 7. Lopez out front. Now inside, kick it back out. 3 on the way, it's no good. Roberts battling for the rebound. It's deflected twice. He pulls it down, looks for help, gives it to Cordell. Down with it, Gardner. Feed Cordell, cutting to the basket. Shot is up and good, and he went hard to the floor. No call on the foul, but is able to finish. Connor Cordell once again has 9, and the lead is 5. Here comes Silo once again. We'll see it. Now here's where they hadn't been able to come up with a stop. Lopez Drives down the baseline, goes up, offensive foul. There's Cordell once again. He takes another charge, Asher.
Yeah.
Third charge of the game. Connor Cordell is taken. Rebels have it back. Silo down 5 with 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Chance to get it under 5 for the first time in a while. Since that big first quarter run. Here's Gardner inside. Pass deflected and stolen. Intended for Cordell. Here comes Threadgill coming to the other end. Avoids contact. Gardner yanks down the rebound. Goes to the floor. He got undercut by Townsend. The Silo crowd not happy. Charlie a little bit hobbled. He got undercut on the rebound. No foul call. Went hard to the floor. It's called for a travel. Inbounds pass, nearly stolen. Now they get it inside. There's Bledsoe again, misses the shot, and he gets the rebound, and is going to be fouled by, we got a T called, and another technical call toward the Silo bench. We'll see who this is going against. The only ones standing down there were Gardner and Coach Bobby Weil. Now, we got to, let's see. Official was at half court when he called the technical. If it's on Coach Weil, he is gone, but I think it's on Charlie Gardner. And I think if it is, that'll be 4, I do believe, on him. And it's going to go free throws here for Idabel. Threadgill makes the first, misses the second. 2 more free throws coming up, I believe. Christian Vining's going to check in. Gardner's going to sit down. 2 more coming up for Threadgill. Off the technical, and it was on Charlie Gardner on the technical. And makes that one. As Cordell was down there trying to calm Charlie. He's got 4 fouls now. 3:28 to go here in the third. Next one's good. Threadgill makes 3 out of 4, and just like that, what was a 5-point lead now for Idabel is 8. They've got the basketball. Threadgill has it right wing. Near steal by Carter Parker. Ball is loose, deflected in the air, ends up in the hands of Lopez. Carter gets back to defend defensively. Now they swing it. Threadgill penetrates inside. Oh, there's feed Bledsoe, and he scored. Through the defense, and Bledsoe scores his 12th point. And just like that, Idabel back in front by 10. 5 straight Warrior points on that trip. Silo had a chance to cut it under 5 last offensive trip down. Now it's 10. Feed inside. Proctor goes up with the shot. It's no good. Rebound cleared by Townsend. Down to Threadgill. Here come the Warriors inside. Townsend, offensive foul. 4th of the game taken by Cordell on the charge. I think how many is he going to have, Asher?
6.
Asher's calling for 2 more charges for Connor tonight. Still 2.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. The Warrior lead is 10. Silo looking for an offensive answer with Gardner on the bench with those fouls. Proctor fakes the shot, drives in, kicks out. Now the pass bobbled, and they're going to call a double dribble on Vining. It looked like it was deflected before the second dribble, but they call a double dribble on Christian Vining. Ball is back in possession of Idabel. Warriors Down with it, Threadgill. Pass inside, goes to Townsend. Kick out. 3 on the way, and it's no good. Cordell has the rebound. Here comes Connor. Oh, it's stripped away. Lopez with the steal, driving in. He runs over Proctor, no call. Proctor just looks at the official. Rebels get the basketball, down with it. Roberts scores. Now we got a whistle, and we've got a timeout. I think Silo takes the timeout. 1:37 to go. Rebels not happy as officials are letting a lot of contact go. Proctor was run over on the layup attempt, but there was no call. But he just looked at the official. Didn't say anything. 38-30. Rebels have trailed since that big run in the first quarter, 16-2 flurry by Idabel, but they've trailed by double figures on several occasions and just continue to get it down to 5, but unable to get any closer. 1:37 to go here in the third quarter. Going to be Idabel basketball out of the timeout. Warriors ranked 17th in the state in Class 3A. Threadgill has it right side. Pass down to the baseline to Townsend. Toss back out front there to Hankins. Threadgill looking to drive. Cut off there. Cordell's on him. Give it back out. Bledsoe just outside the free throw line. Here's a drive. Lopez. Cordell trying to take another charge. Couldn't get the call that time as Lopez, however, was stepping out of bounds when he got the rebound. Gives the ball back to Silo. Cason Taylor checks back in for the Rebels. 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. The lead 8. See if the Rebels can get it back down to 6 or closer here in the final minute of the third period. Vining, pass left side. That one dangerous in traffic and on the bounce pass, nearly stolen. Townsend deflects it out of bounds in front of the Silo bench. Get it inbounded there to Proctor. Parker on the left side. Now to Proctor. Gives back out to Taylor. Now Proctor, top of the key. Off to Parker, right side. Way out there, about 25 feet from the basket. Not letting him get very close to shoot a 3. Back on the left side. Now down to the baseline. There's Cordell, tries to back his way in. Head fake, goes up shot on the baseline. No good from about 7 feet. Rebound cleared by Idabel. Warriors have it, 10 seconds to go. Here's a drive, Lopez, kick out. Hankins, pass down to the baseline. Bledsoe, way out beyond his range. Lopez going to have to fire one up. Oh, he called a foul on Parker with 0.2 of a second to go. A final desperation 3. They call the foul there. Been letting a lot of contact go, but they get Parker for the foul, and it's going to be free throws for Matrell Lopez here with 0.2 of a second remaining in the third quarter. I think that's Carter's third personal. Lopez at the line, free throw's good. Here's the next one, and it's in. And let's see, official, well, trying to signal somebody in from the scores table. I think they thought there was a sub coming in. Made them all 3. And the lead is 11 to end the third quarter. So once again, Silo had an opportunity, got it down to 5, and now the lead back to 11. It's just been back and forth throughout the night. Looking at the scoring here thus far.
We have to do something here.
Do what?
We have to do something here.
Yep. Rebels need to make a run and try to get that lead under 5. They've been able to get it to 5 on multiple occasions, but not any closer. For Silo, Hayden Roberts, the leading scorer thus far, 8 points, 7 for Connor Cordell. Charlie Gardner has 6, but he is on the bench with 4 fouls. 5 points for Kyler Proctor, 2 for Kaysen Taylor. I need Parker to get hot. He has not been able to get on track outside. Warriors been out on him pretty well defensively. Silo basketball to begin the fourth. Here's Daxter Thomas for 3. It's good from the corner. You like that one?
Yeah.
Daxter's first points to open the fourth. And the Rebels back within 8. Looking for another defensive stop. Idabel running the weave out front. Here's Threadgill, and a whistle and a foul on Cordell. Just that is, let's see, the 16th foul on Silo. Next one's going to send Idabel to the free throw line in the bonus. Inbounds pass goes Threadgill. Hankins driving in, and he runs over Cordell, no call, and scores. I don't know if, I don't think Connor was quite set that time, but officials letting it go. Here's a toss. Proctor cutting the basket, and he has it knocked away and out of bounds. .709 to go, fourth quarter. Inbounded to Proctor. He'll drive, shoots, and scores. Finished with contact, Connor Proctor going to the line. Proctor's free throw is good. Rattles home. 3-point play. Cuts the Idabel lead to 7 now. See what the Rebels can do defensively. They've come up with several steals out of that matchup zone. Here's a pass, bounce inside, Bledsoe, double team, kick out. Here's a shot on the way, it's no good. Rebound into the hands of Lopez. Proctor went flying to the floor, no call. There's Bledsoe with an offensive rebound and putback. Bledsoe now with 14 points to lead the way for Idabel. Silo down with it, Taylor dribbles. He's guarded by Bledsoe. Proctor now out front. Picks up his dribble, gives to Taylor. Drives, pull up, free throw line, jumper's good. From 15, Kaysen Taylor drains it on the mid-range jumper. 6 minutes remaining. Rebels need a defensive stop here, Asher.
Yeah.
Here's Lopez out front, diving, and going for the steal was Daxter Thomas. They're going to call a foul on him. Call the foul on Daxter Thomas. Didn't look like a whole lot of contact there, but they get the foul called. And it's 1-1 now in the bonus. Lopez, free throw is no good. Taylor has the rebound. Silo with another shot here. There's a bump in the backcourt, no call. Silo crowd not at all happy. on this side. Pass out front, and Proctor was heading toward the basket. Errant pass goes out of bounds. Rebels had a chance to get it under 7. Now Idabel has it back. See what the Warriors do. Leading by 7, 5.5 minutes ago. Lopez nearly lost it out front. They're trying to get it inside to Bledsoe, and he's got Proctor on him. Bledsoe gets it, and he travels. Bledsoe travels. Here comes Carter Parker back in. He'll check in for Vining, and Idabel wants a timeout. Full timeout, 5:19 to go. Despite their shooting woes here tonight, the Rebels have managed to hang in there thanks to their defense. And they'll have the basketball down 7 when we come out of this timeout. Got to make the run now, Asher.
Yeah.
As they trail by 7.
We just need 2 threes and a layup
Yep.
to make this a 1-point lead for us.
Well, that would be good. Asher calling 2 threes and a layup, and the Rebels will lead. See if they can produce down on the offensive end here. Idabel's going to pick up with that man-to-man full court pressure once again. Parker's back out on the court. He's the Rebels' top 3-point shooter. Proctor dribbles it into the offensive end. Off of the left side. Tries to get some room, but he's got Lopez on him. Now Taylor starts to drive the baseline. Steps back. Feed Proctor cutting the basket. His shot is blocked and into the hands of Idabel. Might have been some contact, but did not go get that call tonight. Warriors have it back. Rebels need more defensive stops. Drive down the baseline. Missing the shot. Taylor has the rebound. Kaysen down with it. His pass, was headed down court and deflected and stolen by Lopez. Feed inside. Shot is up and good. Rebels looked like an open man toward the basket, but a turnover. And just like that, Idabel puts it back to a 9-point lead. Proctor out to Cordell. Now to Daxter Thomas on the right side. Here's Taylor. Works it down. Cordell fakes the 3. Has the ball deflected away. Now goes up. Shot lodges on the rim, and it's going to be a jump ball on that. The possession arrow, I think, is in favor of Idabel here. Hayden Roberts checks back in for Silo. Midway point of this fourth quarter, and the Rebels down by 9. Here's Threadgill out front. Threadgill pass down, Hankins, feed inside, Bledsoe goes up, shoots, misses, gets his own rebound. Thomas blocked it from behind, but he stays with it and scores. The big guy inside, he's just been a handful tonight. I think he's got a double-double. 16 points, 10 rebounds for Bledsoe. The lead back to double figures for Idabel. Here's Parker for 3. That one misses the mark, but rebound put back up inside by Roberts, and he goes hard to the floor, and there's the late whistle, and a foul is called. They're going to count the bucket, and Roberts is going to shoot a free throw. So Hayden in double figures. That was a late call out front. Official nearest the play didn't make it. Here's the free throw is no good, however. Couldn't finish the three-point play. The lead 9. 3:15 to go. Lopez trying to drive. He's got Thomas defending him. And they're going to whistle a foul and nearly teed up Bobby Weil once again as he turns and heads back to the bench as the official was eyeing him. Lopez going to the line, 1-1, 3:06 to go here in the fourth quarter. And he makes it. Buys the second free throw. And he hits them both. Made them both. The lead is 11. Definitely need those three-pointers you were talking about, Asher, now.
Yeah.
Here's Cordell. Tossed down. There's Daxter Thomas. Defense coming out, way out beyond the three-point line. Feed out. There's Proctor trying a three from the right corner. Misses. Roberts with the rebound. Back to Proctor. Baseline jumper. Couldn't get that one to fall. Idabel has the rebound. Bledsoe tacks on to his team-leading 10. And down with it for the Warriors. See, Coach Griffin like to milk some time now. With an 11-point lead, Thomas nearly a steal once again. Went to the floor. Pass goes inside. Bledsoe, and he's called for a push-off. Trying to clear room. Bledsoe guilty of the foul. Offensive foul. That's the 17th foul. That should be, that's an offensive foul. Wouldn't be free throw. Let's see. Silo takes the timeout. 2:19 to go. Officials are going to talk about this. Discussing things. Silo with the full timeout, 2:19 left, trailing by 11.
If I was one of Salo's players, I'd be listening really good to the coach.
Yeah. Listening really good to Coach Weil here, trying to draw up something with 2:19 to go. Rebels need points in a hurry to try to erase the 11-point deficit. Idabel 7-4 on the season. This is just their second game all year against the team from Oklahoma, as I mentioned earlier. Their only other one came against Marlowe. That was in the finals of their tournament. The Idabel tournament, they defeated or actually lost to the Outlaws in that one, as that one was 43-37, the final. Fell to Marlowe. All the other games have been against teams from either Arkansas or Texas. Rebels into the front court. Looking for points here. Left side. Parker back out to Proctor. We hadn't seen Gardner in a while since that technical earlier. Toss out. Daxter Thomas has it poked away from behind and stolen. Here comes Threadgill, heading the other end. Looked like he was going in for a dunk, but kind of lost the handle on it. But the rebound there into the hands of Hankins, who is fouled by Daxter Thomas. And Cordavius Hankins is going to shoot two. Free throws coming up for Hankins. And the first is no good. .150 remaining, and that one rims out, no good. And getting inside for the rebound, Idabel has just killed the Rebels on the offensive glass. That time it was Baker Hoskins. Here's a drive, Threadgill. Cordell trying to take another charge. Didn't get the call that time. Threadgill missed the shot with contact. Down with it, Cordell. Feeds inside to Proctor, who is bumped from behind, and that's going to be free throws for Kyler with the 1:26 to go. Hoskins guilty of that foul. And another timeout. So Kyler Proctor is going to go to the free throw line. Shoot 1 and 1 when we come back. Proctor has 8 points tonight. Let's see. Hayden Roberts has been the top Rebel scorer with 10. Feel some air. I just turned on the air here in the sauna called the Idabel High School Gymnasium. I think the Rebel crowd is on its feet cheering as many were up here about to sweat to death. Kevin Farr along with my main man Asher up here in the crow's nest. Here on the end of the court tonight. This is the Rebels' last action before going on the road next weekend. They will be in Cashin for the Cashin tournament starting on Thursday. We'll tell you who the Rebels play in the first round coming up. We get another timeout. Kyler Proctor at the line, shooting 1 and 1 with 1:26 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Proctor, shot is up and good. Kyler looking for point number 10 on this one. It's on the way and cleanly through. Cuts the lead back under 10. Idabel breaks the pressure. Feed inside. Bledsoe goes up and scores. They broke the full court press, and Bledsoe was able to take advantage. So just like that, Idabel adds to it. Parker couldn't get the three to fall. Been a rough shooting night for Carter, and a foul is called on the rebound on Cordell. Connor picks up the foul. It's going to be 2 free throws on the other end for Idabel. 1:09 remaining. On the near end, Baker Hoskins shooting 2, and the first one, no good. Missed that one long. Next game is going to be a top 10 battle in the girls. Number 1 ranked Idabel against the 9th ranked Lady Rebels, and missed that free throw. It looked like Lopez was over the back of Roberts, but no call. They're going to give it to Silo as they say was touched out of bounds by Hankins. Down with it. Proctor off to Daxter Thomas. Daxter, pass back out front looking for Proctor. It's deflected into the backcourt. Saved by Proctor. He's bumped, and there's the foul. And where'd that come from? All the way down at the baseline. The official standing right in front of it was headed to the other end. That came from the official all the way down at the end of the court on the foul call. That's going to send Proctor to the free throw line as the foul called on Threadgill. I heard the whistle, but didn't know who it came from. Proctor, free throws, good. Connor's had another solid night coming back as he makes both free throws. Down with it, Threadgill breaks the pressure, split the double team. Idabel with it in the front court, 44 seconds to go. Proctor's all over him. Now the pass is deflected into the hands of Daxter Thomas. Steal for the Rebels. Down. Parker. Well, passed up to 3. Feeds Cordell. Heading to the basket. And he traveled. Tossed it to Cordell. He couldn't get his feet set. Rebels unable to take advantage of the Idabel turnover there. And here's Daxter Thomas with a hard foul in the backcourt, going for the steal. Hankins is going to shoot free throws on the other end. So Cordavius Hankins coming to the line. Missed 2 moments ago. And the first one's good. Hits the first one here, the lead back to 10. Dang, I think they're trying to freeze everybody out now, Asher.
Yeah.
Turned on the air and made them both. 55-44, Proctor's going to try a 3. It's no good. Rebels have not hit a single 3 tonight, 0 for on 3-pointers. And Bledsoe on the other end is going to score with 18 seconds left. Bledsoe now with 20 with his double-double. Down, another 3 misses. Rebound cleared by Idabel. Threadgill, 5 seconds left. Threadgill's just going to dribble it out. And that's going to do it. 57-44 is the final. In this one, as Chris Bledsoe, the leading scorer for Idabel, ends up with 20 points to go along with 12 rebounds. For Silo, let's see, 12 for Connor Proctor, 10 for Hayden Roberts, and then let's see, 7 for Connor Cordell, 6 for Charlie Gardner, and they got 3 from Daxter Thomas. Actually, they did have 1 3 on the day. The 3-pointer by Daxter Thomas in the fourth quarter from the left wing. That was the only 3-pointer tonight for the Rebels. Silo drops to 8-5 on the season. Idabel improves to 8-4, the 17th ranked Warriors. And as I mentioned, the Rebels back in action next Thursday. They will be in Cashin in the Cashin tournament. And Silo will play at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock the tip time as they will take on Varnum in the first round of the Cashin tournament. Lady Rebels also in action in that tournament. They face Oklahoma Christian School in the first round, 140 on Thursday. We'll have those games for you in the next broadcast. You going to Cashin next week, Asher?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. All right, Asher will be there. Going to help us on the broadcast again?
Yeah.
All right, Asher will be live with us from Asher. They don't call him the best fourth grade color guy in the business for nothing. So that's going to about do it for the contest tonight. The Rebels fall 57-44 as Asher heads out. In the boys contest. Girls game coming up next. It's the Lady Rebels and the Lady Warriors in a top 10 Class 3A showdown. That's coming up next. We'll sign off for now. I'll be back on with you on the link for the girls game coming up in about 5 minutes here on SiloRebels.tv.